Hey guys, this is Bear Gaming and welcome back to our channel. For today's video, we are going to do another hero spotlight because it seems that there's no events currently in the game. So while waiting for the next chapter to appear, and well, speaking of chapters, I think I'm going to do chapter 31 next week. So you better watch out for it. So for today, we are going to do another hero spotlight and well, it seems fun really because we get to know a lot of more about our heroes and their background story as well, because this is also surprising for me because playing for more than 2 years of Exos heroes, I really didn't get the chance to open each one of their profiles. So through this hero spotlight, we are able to do so, and you're going to also watch this together with me. So for today, we are going to discuss about Carrie. Over here,
Serve
the hero's
me.
journal.
Then I shall promise you victory.
Let's check out her skill set first. Her passive is Bramble. Grants immortality to self for 4 turns upon receiving damage beyond own current health 1 time per 4 rounds. Cleanses 1 debuff from self when granting immortality to self. And Centurion increases attack defense and max HP of heroes from Saint West by 10% because Carrie is a general of Saint West. So I'm sorry about my previous video. I think it was for Garth. I think I mistakenly said that he's from Saint West. Well, probably his birth nation is from Saint West, but he's a general of the Wasted Red nation. So don't be confused with Wasted Red and Saint West, because here in Saint West, Carrie is their general. So guys, please excuse me for my voice because I think I have the colds or sniffles because when I woke up this morning, my throat is really sore, and maybe because the weather has changed here in Philippines because it's close to December and the wind is getting colder each day, and I noticed that the wind was really getting cold last week, so probably my body is just reacting to it, but it's okay. I took my medicines and stuff. So for the first skill, it's Thorns of Havoc. Deals 63% damage to all enemies and afflicts target with 33% decreased health regeneration. Oh, so this will prevent your enemies from having those healing over time skills. Stacks up to 3 times. And her second skill is Noble Rose. Deals 375% damage to one enemy and 80% chance to afflict target with Nullify Heal for 9 turns. Destroys 1 random Guardian Stone. Oh, this is good. If target is affected or afflicted with decreased health regeneration effect. So she can destroy 1 random Guardian Stone when you do Thorns of Havoc. So they work hand in hand. Okay, let's take a closer look. This is Carrie. When she was released to the game, at first, this big sleeves over here, I really thought that this was like some sort of tentacles or part of her body, but it's just part of her clothes. Because you can see over here, it's like, it's fleshy. This is what she looks like. Her outfit is kinda silvery in color. And it seems that there are petals of roses falling off her sleeves. This is the battle stance or battle mode. You can see some flowers or roses in particular floating. This is her appearance effect.
I do not fear sacrifice to reach my goals.
The first queen of Saint West, Carrie. You can see there are a lot of gold rose effects and some vines and thorns and stuff. So it's like I was expecting she was like under the nature element, but it seems not. This is the hero illustration, and I really have a lot of perception when it comes to Carrie because also I thought that she's old, but it seems that she's not. And our very favorite, well, in my case, my very favorite, the skill animation. That's her normal attack. And then her first skill.
The flower that cannot be touched must wither away. Bow before me. I am the master of this world.
That animation is really nice. It's like she's casting a spell, and based on my observation, it looks like it's really poisonous. Well, though she doesn't afflict poison damage, but with that, she can afflict 33% decreased health regeneration. So when you do that, your characters won't be able to heal, or if ever they have health regeneration, those heal over time effects, so that will stop. This is the second
Lay
skill.
your eyes upon the most beautiful death of the world. Graciously wither away.
It's like she can control those rose plants from her palace and make them attack their enemies. And are you listening to the background music? I'm just really in love with the theme song, or yeah, it's called theme song of Greenland. And if you watch my video yesterday, I was able to purchase the Greenland theme, which really made me so happy. And I'll be saving a lot of cess because, of course, since you know that aside from Greenland, originally Lenombe is really my favorite nation. So here's a little background info of Carrie. So she's a wizard. That's a typical class. Wizard, warrior, what else? Knight, priest, assassin, probably mechanic. So Carrie is a wizard. Sex female, nation Saint West. Hero tier is fated or fated grade. Element is darkness. Darkness element. She's 40 years old and she's a human. Position attack or attack type heroes, and birthday is on January 14th. The first queen of Saint West, born as the daughter of Brun Patriarch. Brun Patriarch, okay. She was able to improve her political insight from a very young age. As a nomadic nation, the people of Brun were forced to pillage nearby nations to survive the harsh winters, and most of the damage was focused upon the neighboring nation of Saint West. But Carrie did not understand why her tribesmen were satisfied with a barely surviving winter. The valiant warriors of Brun were constantly fighting against hunger by drinking the morning dew of Liaison. Despite being blessed with abundant natural resources, Saint West lacked trained warriors to protect them. Each nation had something to cover their weaknesses, and on her 18th birthday party, Carrie gathered all the tribal leaders and urged to create an alliance with Saint West. In order to prove her determination to the surprised, surprised tribal leaders, Carrie promised to marry a royal family member of Saint West to solidify the alliance. She was sacrificing herself to become a hostage. Even the warriors of Brun, who despised the complexity of politics, praised her bravery regarding this decision. This proposal was very appealing to Saint West since they were tired of the annual plundering from Brun. The king of Saint West, John Donk, was also attracted to how Carrie did not lose her confidence while visiting a hostile nation with her proposal. In return for his hospitality, Carrie also opened up her heart to John Donk, and they were finally able to find peace between two nations. So that's the background story of Carrie. Carrie is actually the sister of Naomi, if I remember correctly. They are sisters. So let's go to the Manage Heroes button because I was able to get her. So
Is
I have
this
a
all you've
copy of
got?
Carrie, although I'm not using her, or I'm not using any of the heroes of Saint West. Let me look for it. No, this one.
Do not be satisfied. You'll witness this often by
So,
my side.
Carrie has a gold Fate Core and also a red Fate Core currently. And there's this event, Get the Red Fate Core, recently. And that was Carrie's. And if you were able to do it, I'm pretty sure you're able to get a copy of her red Fate Core. So currently, I have the gold Fate Core and red Fate Core. And
End result is what's important.
this is what she
The
looks like
result
for the
to
gold Fate
crush
Core.
the
She
grown-ups.
looks really young. She's like a kid over here. This is the appearance of the gold Fate Core. And for the passive Bramble, you can see additional passive skills from the gold Fate Core. You can see here, separate goals. If there are 3 or more living enemies, increases on attack defense and max HP by 10% at the start of round. After the first round, stacks up to 3 times. And break up, increases effect hit of allies equipped with Twisted Fate team Fate Core by 10%. So she's under the Twisted Fate. And you can see the characters under here. You can also see John Dong, the kid version. He's also a gold Fate Core, so he has this other special passive for the Fate Core team, Twisted Fate. But for Carrie, it's Break Up. And Separate Goals is actually the passive theme of the Twisted Fate Fate Core. And for Break Up, this is personally Carrie's. So she can increase the effect hit of allies. And you can see here the first and second skill is just the same. So let's take a closer look. This is Carrie. She's a small kid. And you can see a rose floating. This is the default stance or mode, and this is the battle mode. And then the appearance effect. It looks like a
I'm going to make
meadow.
brewing even greater, more than anyone.
Young Empress of Brune, Carrie. That looks nice. Then the skill preview. It's really magical. For the first skill,
What do you think is needed to reach your goals? The answer is overwhelming power.
there's a monster plant. And for the second skill,
Be mine. I knew you wouldn't understand. I just have to force you to yield.
it really looks nice. It has a very nice design. It's like plant power. So that's Carrie. And
Does
next,
age make you wiser?
for the red Fate Core, it's this one. So, wait, let's equip.
Do not be satisfied. You'll witness this often by my side.
She has a different outfit over here. And as you know, for the red and orange Fate Core, it doesn't have any additional passive skills or special passive. It's just the same, just as her fated version. But you can see over here, she looks different. It's like an outfit for a party. This is the default mode, and this is the battle mode. And let's check the appearance effect.
I won't try to be understood. You should be the one to understand me.
Declaration Carrie. It seems the same, right? The only difference is that the rose is colored green. Let's check out the skill preview. It has a different effect. For the first skill,
It all begins now. The declaration has been made.
there's a full moon. It has a different effect compared to the fated version. This is the second skill.
Look, isn't it beautiful? That is why I wish to protect it.
It's very beautiful. It really looks nice. I can see some green effects as well, and a lot of flowers as well. So that's the skill animation.
I won't try to be
And I'm just going
understood.
to put
You should be the one to
gold
understand
fate
me.
core back because
End result
gold
is what's
fate core
important.
is really
The
important.
result to
And if your
crush
hero doesn't have a
ignorance.
gold fate core, but instead he has a black fate core or she has a black fate core, then equip that one instead. But if you're just starting and you don't have black fate cores, gold fate cores, or even blue ones, the orange ones that you get for free are really okay. So for the exclusive equipment, currently I don't have it, but we can check it out over here in the hero introduction button. So you can see on the lower right portion of the screen exclusive equipment. Just press it and you can see that the rose actually changes color. Again, there you can see the difference. It really looks nice. The original one looks like metallic, but for the exclusive equipment it really looks like a real rose. So that's the exclusive equipment of Carrie. And now,
Does age make
let's
you
go to the
wiser?
artifacts. Since I'm not using her, so technically I haven't equipped one, but since she's an attack type hero, definitely this is the one that's recommended. Relentless Determination series, because if you promoted it 5 times, it's going to be level 30 and there will be an 80% chance to counter the target when allies receive damage 1 time per 5 turns. So I guess you can see now the flow of the artifacts since we've discussed several heroes already from the Hero Spotlight segment in our channel. So you would probably notice that whenever there is an attack type hero, you would definitely recommend this because this is really good. You can always counter, but that's not all, because there are a lot of artifacts for us to test and choose from, because I'm pretty sure that not all of us are able to get this specific artifact if it's recommended. So you can see others like this, Cold-Blooded Vanguard KNF. We'll just go over through. 75% chance to increase own damage by 20%. This is really nice actually upon defeating an enemy. So whenever you defeat an enemy, there will be a 75% chance that your damage will still increase and you'll be able to defeat other enemies as well. And when you do defeat, your damage will continue to increase up to 3 times. There's also this one, 20% chance to reset own turn upon defeating an enemy. So let's say your attack is really powerful and you were able to defeat one enemy upon attacking. So there will be a 20% chance for you to reset, which means you'll be able to attack again. And if you have plenty of mana and you were able to attack the previous one and you're going to defeat again the next one, so definitely there will be another chance for you to reset your attack as well. That's really good. Vicious Kill Grius. It says here increases own critical hit rate by 20. 50% chance to increase own critical damage by 35% for 5 turns. So this is also good because for damage dealers like Carrie, they really need to have a decent amount of critical hit rate and critical damage as well for their damage to be bigger. Another one, increases own hit by 20% at the start of battle. I guess this is good for damage dealers who have a status effect in their attacks. Let's say for Carrie, 30% chance to increase own attack by 30%. Remove at the end of own turn. So this is also good. What else? Rudy. Storm Splitting Rudy. Increases own attack by 30% for 10 turns and heals. Okay, so you can heal 10% of own health when own health falls to 30%. So there's a condition. If your health falls to 30% or below, you'll be able to heal for 10%. I think those are the basic artifacts that you need to know for Carrie. This is also good. Increases damage by 10% if own current health is not at 100% at the start of round. So let's say during the start of round, your enemies were able to attack first and your Carrie is damaged, let's say, or any of the attack type heroes. So they'll be able to increase their damage for 10%. Okay, so that's the basic when it comes to Carrie's artifact. Now let's talk about the gears. So currently I equip her with random gears, really. There are sniper set and breaker set as well over here. So for breaker set, it increases attack by 45%. So you can use this as long as, let's say if you happen to put accessory and it's breaker set, you have to take note of the main stat effect hit, because here, based on her skills, first skill, there afflicts target with 33% decreased health. So that's a status effect or debuff. So decreased health regen, your characters will be able to have healing over time. And for the second skill, it says here, you can afflict the target with nullify heal, 80% chance. So that in order for that 80% chance to work, you really need to increase your effect hit. And currently, I cannot see. Oh, it's 80%. It's kind of so when it comes to my effect hit. Critical damage 200%. That's also kind of okay, but at least have it at 250 at least, or the very least. For critical hit rate, this is too low, 34%. You cannot do. It will just have a 34% chance for your damage to crit or to do critical hits. So ignore the stats. Take note, I'm not using Carrie, and I also Carrie, we've been talking about generals, right? So always remember that when it comes to generals, you really need to focus on the signature force. And when I say focus, just build one general at a time, because you want this signature force to max out. Let's say for Carrie, I'm still at level 1 and I'm not yet completed. So in order for you to complete this, you need multiple copies of the said hero. So here, when it comes to Carrie of Saint Quest, therefore you need 20 copies for you to finish this one. And in order for you to finish this one, you need also to transcend your heroes. So let's say if I'm finished with level 1 and I wanted to go to level 2, but my Carrie is not yet transcended twice, so I cannot do anything with this. In order for you to move to the next level, you need to transcend your heroes that's equivalent to the level. So for level 2, she needs to be transcended to 2. And for level 3, she needs to be transcended plus 3. Over here, plus 4. And the last one is plus 5. So this over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are our signature force. In my own term, they are the main generals, I guess. It's just my own term. You don't have to use that. But these generals over here are the ones who have the signature force. And there are 3 generals that are under the signature link. So you don't need to be confused with that. Okay? So, well, I'm just going to talk about that later on. Oh, by the way, before we go back to the Manage Heroes button, let's go check the Fate Core, Events Fate Core. Let's just check if she has those special Fate Cores wherein we need to buy using blue crystals or with real money. So while searching, I'm just going to explain. So don't forget, guys, there are the main generals who have the signature force, and those generals as well that have the signature link. So you saw earlier the one I showed you. Oh wait, there's none. There's no other costumes for Carrie. So going back to the signature force and signature link, you saw that there are, how many was it? 8 or was it 6 generals for the signature force? And for the signature link, there are only 3 generals
I am
under
the
that.
King's Guard.
So what you need to
You won't
do
defeat me
is
so
to,
easily.
in order for you to use probably two nation teams, I guess. So you really need to link one of those 3 to the main one. So that's the simple explanation for that. You need to link one of those signature links
End
to the
result is
main
what's important. The result
signature
to
force of your
crush the
choice.
grown-ups.
It's up to you. So currently, the one I did was my main
Is this
signature
all
force
you've
that
got?
I built is Lenombe for Rachels. I already maxed this out. And under the signature link, the one I linked to Lenombe is actually Prithiof. So therefore, Prithioff's nation or team or the heroes under him, which is Lang and Dana, will be able to benefit the signature force
Is this
of
all you've
Rachel.
got?
And also, I did one for Battery. I think
Are you
she
done?
is the one who's linked to her is Luna, is Shadowbane. And for the last one, for
This was
Brune, I
expected.
think it's Wonderland that's linked to Brune. So these countries or nation can work hand in hand. It's really up to you. So probably you're building Carrie, so that's under Saint West, right? And you want to have Luna linked to her. That
Do
means
you
you'll
want
be
to
able to
continue
use them.
winning?
And
Then follow
whatever
me.
level of signature force you're at, they'll be also benefiting it from. So all you have to do to this one is,
Did you think
let's say,
that victory was
you
given?
link your
Well,
Luna
aren't you
to
positive?
Carrie, right? So all you have to do is just transcend. So currently, I have +2 transcendence. So
End result
if
is
I
what's
happen
important.
to
The result to crush the
level up
grown-ups.
her signature force to level 2, therefore she'll
Should
be
be
able to
safe for a
benefit
while.
level 2 as well.
Just a
Because you can
while.
see, I'm just going to show you, this is just a little side note. Because you can see over here, for Lenombe, I already maxed it to level 5, right? So that's already completed. And you can see the enhancement setting, everything is maxed. So for the link, I used Prithioff's Nation or Fedas, and you can see the Nombes logo, signature link. You can see me tapping over here. So I linked Fedas to Lenombe, and all I did was to transcend Prithioff to 5. And you can see when I check, automatically it's also maxed to level 5 because Rakel or Rakel signature force is also at level 5. But let's say if your Rakel is already maxed with his signature force and your Prithioff is just transcended to level 1, so you can only benefit the level 1 of signature force, and this one will be closed. But since my Prithioff is already transcended to 5, so he can benefit the max one. So that means readily you can just build your Prithiof properly with his unleashed potential. And also, speaking of building your heroes,
I am
we
the
are just
king's
going
guard.
back to Carrie,
You
our
won't.
main
Do
topic.
you want
Don't
to continue?
forget to build or to finish this one, unleash potential. Okay, over
Do
here
you
in the
want to
menu, you can
continue
see
winning?
just below
Then follow
the,
me.
what do you call this? Magnifying glass icon, and also just above the birthday cake icon, there's this hexagon icon over here. This is the unleash potential. You can unlock this using 300 cess only, and it's pretty easy. And in order for you to finish this, for these fated heroes, okay, we are talking about fated heroes, you just need the ultimate orb. Yes, ultimate orb. And like currently I have 0 because I'm using it a lot to build my heroes. So this will unleash their potential. So based from the word itself, you'll be able to unleash their potential further, and they will be
Does
able to
age make you
become
wiser?
stronger heroes. So going back to gears, that was a long side note, but anyway, let's talk about the gears. So currently, I equip Curry with Sniper Set, and Breaker Set. Okay, Sniper Set increases the effect hit rate by 20%. So we need her effect hit rate to be high. Probably my basis for that is always at least 100% because you can go further than 100. Because with 100%, okay, with 100%, this 80% chance will really be effective, or it will take place. Because let's say you have your effect hit rate at 34%, let's say mine over here currently, you can see my effect hit is just 34%. No, it's 80, sorry. I'm getting confused. So anyway, let's put that as an example. So let's say you have your effect hit rate at 34%. So there's a probability that this 80% chance will not work. So do you get the idea? In order for this 84% chance to work, you are going to make your effect hit at least 100%. Because if your effect hit is, let's say, 20%, it's not 80% chance, then your effect hit is 20, they will add up, it will become 100. No, it doesn't work like that. So for this 80% chance to work, you really need to have at least 100%. If you go beyond, it's okay. So you can get your main stat of effect hit over here. This works only in the accessories. You cannot get the effect hit of 60% here from the boots. No, you cannot get this, even in gloves or any of the other gear pieces. It's only here in the effect hit you can get this one. Or let's say you already have good gears and it seems that you lack effect hit. Let's say, what if you put attack percent here in the main stat? You can just make up those effect hit losses over the 4 lines. So remember, every gear has 4 substats, those 4 lines. You can see every gear piece has it. Okay. What else? This is not the only gear set recommendation. There's also critical set. In order for your critical to rise up, probably at least 90% will do. That's at least. Max capacity for critical hit rate is 100. So beyond that, your critical hit rate will turn red. I'm going to look for a hero.
How's my
Oh,
hammer?
like this
For a
one.
wake-up
For
call.
my Morris, you can see my critical hit rate is at 100% and it's red. So that means it's over 100%. So it's a waste. So I still have to change his gears because I want that I'll be able to get those lines that are more important or that could help his stats raise further. So probably based on his skill set here, stats, my critical damage, it's too low, 179% only. So I can make up for this loss through removing excess critical hit rate, probably from this one, as well. So that's for critical hit rate. It maxes up to 100%,
Do you
and
want
if
to
you have
continue
something
winning?
beyond that, it will
Then
turn
follow
red,
me.
indicating that it's too much. So you need to have other gears. Look for other gears. Remove some of your gears that has critical hit rate lines in order for you to make up for the other uh, stats there that's missing. So for critical damage, at least have it at 250%. That would be decent enough. What else? Destruction set is also good because with destruction set, it will increase your critical damage. So it could be a combo of breaker. So remember, guys, the 4-piece gear sets are breaker set, destruction set. You can combo it with those 2 pieces of gear set, such as sniper set and critical set. Dash set, I guess it's okay putting dash set. It will make her speedy, but don't forget about the substats of each gear. You can make up for the loss. Let's say you want her to be speedy, you want to use dash set, but still, since she is a damage dealer, you still need to have her critical hit rate, critical damage, and effect hit high. So you have to make up for it. So for these lines over here, critical hit rate, effect resist, this is really not a good gear for her because you can see effect resist, defense, HP, even they are in percent still. She doesn't need those because since she is a damage dealer, we want to see her full potential when it comes to damaging your enemies. So that could be attack, critical hit rate, critical damage, and effect hit lines will really look better over there. And attack speed as well. We want our damage dealers to be speedy. So that's it for Carrie. We were able to discuss about her profile, and I already discussed also the basic artifacts and gearing too. What else? I'm just thinking before saying our outro. I think it's a complete. So please, guys, do not forget to subscribe to my Twitch channel and also for my YouTube channel as well, where you can see all of my other Exos Heroes content and other games as well. This is Bear Gaming. I'll see you again probably tomorrow for our next Hero Spotlight. So who else are we going to talk about? I guess I'm going to cover up all our generals first, then next our other heroes under their nation. So this is Bear Gaming. Have a nice day. Take care everyone and have a good night.